Now, before we get too far into this, I want to let you know we're not highlighting Zinzer for her specific activity, although it is troubling and dangerous for her and others. Instead, I think her story is an example of the things wrong with the intersection of criminal justice and mental health. I think telling her story will help you understand some of the broader issues facing our communities, because while she's in the Portland area, I have no doubt that there's cases like this throughout the Pacific Northwest and around the country. First, some background. Zinzer first appeared on our radar in mid-September when she broke into a woman's home and curled up on one of the beds. At the time, the district attorney said he would not press charges against her, saying she needed mental health help, but was refusing to get it. So she did not go to jail. 8 days later, she was arrested for theft and disorderly conduct. Again, no criminal charges and a quick release from jail. In the meantime, the DA decided he would charge Zinzer for that home break-in, and she was indicted this past week. Then, last Friday, she was arrested yet again after breaking into an apartment, this one near Northeast 17th and Tillamook. Now she's being held without bail. But while she just recently appeared on our radar, Zinzer's been in and out of the court system since at least 2018. And a court document states the county has brought civil commitments proceedings against Zinzer dozens of times over the last decade. Yesterday, another court hearing, this one to see if she could help aid and assist in her own defense for her latest charges. We're going to watch a bit of that hearing where the defense attorney tells the judge that no, she's not able to help with her defense.
Based on the conduct observed since she's been in custody, I have no doubt that she is unable at this time. Her ability to assist was not restored. As to the older case that was dismissed, it would be my preference to make that finding today to expedite the process.
The judge, Nan Waller, is in charge of the mental health court in Multnomah County. She's familiar with Terri Zinzer's history and has a file in front of her that also spells it out. According to court documents, near the end of last February, Zinzer was sent to the state mental hospital for the highest level of care possible. In late April, though, the documents show doctors decided she could be transferred to a lower level of care. So she was sent to the Northwest Regional Reentry Center. That's a place here in Portland that the Federal Bureau of Prisons uses to help prisoners transition back into the community. Multnomah County is right now using part of the facility for people who are aid and assist patients.
At the time that she was, the hospital said she no longer met hospital level of care and that she was ready to place in the community. My recollection is that she was released directly to Northwest, and upon admission was described as being very psychotic at that time. So that was in July, and she had not been restored at that point.
Restored means restored in her mental health. According to a court document, Zinzer was sent first to Northwest and then immediately sent to Unity. That's the mental health hospital in Portland, and then later escaped from Unity. An arrest warrant was issued for her July 20th, but no one had any idea where she was. Now, let's get back to yesterday's hearing. The judge was discussing something with the assistant district attorney in the courtroom there when it became clear that Ms. Zinzer had gone down to the floor. The voice you're going to hear is the judge.
Ms. Zinzer?
Do you have any questions for me?
Ms. Zinzer?
I'm happy to talk to you about that.
Can I talk to you? Can you stand up, Ms. Zinzer? Ms. Zinzer, would you mind answering a few questions for me? We haven't seen each other for a while. My name is Nan Waller. I'm the judge who's hearing your case this afternoon. Ms. Zinzer, do you know why you're in court this afternoon?
That good Machado, because I'm his baby. And get ready, stupid.
Ms. Zinzer, do you understand that you have criminal charges that are pending? Ms. Zinzer, this is Mr. Pedrazi. He's here for your lawyer today. Can you tell me what the job of your lawyer is when you have criminal charges?
Ms. Zinzer, are you able to hear Judge Waller okay? I know this isn't easy, but she's trying to find out if you are able to aid and assist
What
right
are
now.
you doing, John? Quit doing that to me. You're ruining his baby and making him look like a weirdo.
And with that, the judge agreed that Zinzer was still suffering from her mental illness and could not aid and assist in her own defense. I think that's hard to watch, but it is the reality of dealing with mental health cases in court.
I will find, based on the evaluation from, gosh, do you have the date of the evaluation, our last full evaluation?
April 27th, 2022.
That Ms. Zinzer does have a qualifying mental health disorder, remains unable to aid and assist based upon the, we know that at the time that she was released from the state hospital, I believe it was in July or end of August, that she was unable to aid and assist at that time still. I will find that at this time she is unable to aid and assist as a result of her qualifying mental health disorder.
And so tonight, as best I can tell, Zinzer is waiting at the Multnomah County Jail for a bed back at the highest level of care at the state mental hospital. It's unclear how long she'll be there, or also unclear whether she will start her cycle again through the system.